One of the most frustrating things that you can experience as a guitar player is the feeling of being stuck playing the same things in the same place on the fretboard over and over and over again. So at this point, you probably learned a few songs and you know some chords, licks, and scales, but it's not enough for you to be able to play the things you know you're capable of. The problem is you just don't know the fretboard quite well enough yet. So to solve this problem, you've probably tried some confusing exercises learning to memorize the notes, or thought that you just need to practice more scales in more positions, and if you spend enough time doing this, you'll get the results that you're looking for. Unfortunately, there's way too many guitar players across the world in this exact same position, and I was one of them. I spent way too much time knocking my head against the wall trying to learn the fretboard using the more traditional methods without getting the results that I wanted. And every single time I would take a solo, I sounded bad. And you can even see that I sounded bad because my hand would be stuck in the exact same place on the fretboard the entire solo. Meanwhile, I would see other guitar players playing and they would sound incredible, and you could see their hand moving up and down the fretboard freely and naturally. It wasn't until I found out about something called the natural note method that I was finally able to glue together all the bits and pieces of information that I had learned in the past into one complete picture of the fretboard that I was able to use. Now, the natural note method is really cool and effective because it takes the approach of one string at a time on the guitar. This is critically important because there's 6 different strings on the guitar. Each of those strings is really like its own separate instrument that we need to understand. Before we can understand how all the strings work together, we need to understand how they work individually. And this is exactly what the natural note method offers that traditional position learning completely ignores. And on top of that, it makes it so that you can automatically never get stuck ever again on one area on the fretboard because you're always aware of all the notes that you have available to you on every single string. So once I implemented this natural note method that I'm talking about, something incredible happened to my playing. I was finally able to break out of that rut of feeling stuck, and I started getting better. And not just getting better, but getting better faster. How was I getting better faster? Every single time I learned a new lick, a new solo, any new music on the guitar, I was actually able to understand how it was constructed, put together, and able to play it anywhere I wanted on the fretboard, not just memorizing some random tab pattern or confusing diagram. Then when I would take solos, I started noticing, wait a second, I just took a solo and without even thinking about it, my hand was finally moving up and down the fretboard and I was sounding way better. The natural note method is the key that allowed me to unlock the confidence and freedom in my playing that I was looking for. And I was able to develop my playing so much that I actually ended up earning a master's degree in jazz guitar. So who am I? My name is Adam, and I created the Jamsville GPS Fretboard Fundamentals course to share this information with you because you don't need to have a master's degree to master the fretboard. Now, the guitar should be a tool that we can use to express ourselves freely and channel our musical ideas through. But if we're approaching the guitar in the wrong way and we have the wrong approach to the fretboard, it's gonna severely limit your ability to do exactly that. And when your ability to express yourself is limited, you're gonna get frustrated, and then you're gonna end up disliking the guitar, and then end up quitting the guitar. So in order for us to develop this true understanding of the fretboard, we can't take any shortcuts whatsoever. Now, the Jamsville GPS course is gonna guide you step by step using the natural note method that I talked about to that true understanding of the fretboard with no BS, no frills, and most importantly, no shortcuts whatsoever. Now, I have to warn you, this course is not for everyone. It is only for people who are absolutely serious about learning the guitar fretboard for real. If you're someone who's interested in being lazy, taking shortcuts, or making excuses, then get out of here. This course is not for you. But if you want to learn for real, then this course is for you. Because if you want to learn the fretboard for real, you gotta be for real. Now, I'm not gonna BS you and tell you that 100,000 people across the globe have already taken this course and achieved their hopes and dreams on the instrument, because that's not true. This course is actually brand new and only a select few students have taken it so far. And I'm also not gonna BS you and tell you that there's thousands of glowing reviews. I'm asking you to trust me here. The good news is that you can be one of the first to get in on the course and get a leg up on other guitarists. Now, this course is completely different than the other courses you've probably seen online already, because it takes the exact opposite approach of learning the fretboard horizontally instead of vertically, which is exactly why it works so well. Now, I'm also not gonna BS you and tell you that I'm gonna give you all this information in some free training where you put your email in and it actually ends up just being that you get put on some list, you get spammed with a bunch of emails, and you get a 1 hour long free training, which is just some ad for the real course, which is hundreds of dollars. No, that's not happening here. Here's the deal. For the super duper low price of only $64.99, and that is low because that's less than the price of just one guitar lesson with almost any teacher on the face of the planet, you get the full thing. You get 3.5 hours of HD video lessons that will take you step by step using the natural note method to fretboard mastery, plus a 93-page companion ebook. Now, I'm so confident that you're gonna get absolutely fantastic results and you're gonna enjoy this course so much that I'm willing to guarantee your purchase for 30 days. That's right, there is no risk to you whatsoever. If you don't like the course for any reason, just let me know and you will get every single penny of your money refunded to you instantly. And on top of that, you get to keep the companion ebook for free as my gift to you. Admittedly, there's no way to return a PDF file, but that's okay. So, if you're ready to learn the fretboard for real and you're for real, then let's get started right now.